Hello, welcome back to another video. It is Tuesday, 30th of September 2025. It's a beautiful night, beautiful spring night here in Sydney, Australia. And I just want to talk about how why it's so important just to live with a philosophy or with guiding principles or religion. Um, I've been really delving back into Stoic philosophy. I originally got into Stoic philosophy 2021, and it was kind of trendy at the time. You had a lot of gym bros and YouTubers talking about Stoic philosophy, um, you know, as being like just this cool thing, this trendy thing to be emotionless and be a man type of thing. But I've been really delving into it, and not just in a academic sense, but in a practical sense as well. Thinking about how we can use the tenets to live, a better life. And what I realized, um, and also exploring Socrates, philosophy is just fascinating. I just love learning about it, but that's a separate tangent. Is you have to live with some sort of guiding philosophy on life, and whether that's religion and following, the teachings of one religion, or following anything. It's important to live with a set of principles. Otherwise, you're really just susceptible to the beliefs and the habits and the people of the people around you, or what you're exposed to. You don't have a core foundation, and this is especially true when things become tough, like philosophy, religion. uh, this is something that not only guides your life in terms of the decisions that you make day to day, but it's also something you can always return to. You can fall back on when you're going through challenges. Like, here's an example: is like, if you're going through a hard time, let's say you have no philosophy, and your natural reaction, well, this sucks. Why is this happening to me? It's complaining. This is the default that our brains go through. But if you have a philosophy or religion, your framing becomes different. It becomes, okay, God has put this into my life. It is for a purpose, for a greater purpose. So I will submit to His will, and I will do what I need to do. Or if you have philosophy, Stoic philosophy, you could be like, love your fate, you know, um, bear and forbear, as Epictetus says, and that it's not unfortunate, as Marcus Aurelius says, that this has happened to me, but it's fortunate that it has happened to me because I have the ability to bear it, whereas someone else wouldn't. You see how having a philosophy or a religion um, gives you that perspective on a situation where, if you didn't, which I think if you didn't have, philosophy or religion or guiding principles, your brain would automatically have those intrusive thoughts. Why is this happening to me? What do I do? So it's really important to develop your own, and it doesn't have to be, in one branch of philosophy or religion, but just having a set of principles to live by. How do you go about, like, for example, I'm practicing Stoic philosophy, and so the Stoics talk about every opportunity, every day, every moment, every interaction, every situation is an opportunity to practice virtue. Right? So think about that. Think about every opportunity, every situation being an opportunity to practice virtue. So if I'm like, for example, right, I'm in my last term on my masters, and the timetable that I got for my classes on a Tuesday is 4 till 9, back to back to back to back to back, right? No breaks, or maybe like 5-minute breaks after each hour, but that's quite long, right? And I noticed myself on the first day of the class, uh, it's long. And then I realized, what, this is an opportunity for me to practice the Stoic virtue of temperance, of being focused, of enduring, even when it's tough, of building my mental resilience and patience. And when I see it that way, I look forward to it. I actually look forward to that. If I'm in an interaction with maybe someone that I don't quite get along with, or it's a sensitive topic at work, I use that as an opportunity to practice virtue as well. If there's an uncomfortable conversation that I need to have at work, or around relationships, there's an opportunity to practice courage. So yeah, it's important, have a philosophy, have a guiding set of principles for life. That's the main takeaway from this video.